Welcome. Today we have with us a wonderful women entrepreneur, Mrs. Kritika Sankaranarayanan. Mrs. Kritika Sankaranarayanan has completed her ME Power Electronics from College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University. Then she is currently pursuing her PhD in Savita University. She was working with SRM University as a professor in electricals and electronics engineering. Then she shifted to IT domain. She was working with IBM, Precision Informatic Private Limited, and then now currently she is the CEO and director of Dreams Plus Consulting Private Limited. She has done several projects in IT. She has done more than 25 certification in IT related, infrastructure related courses. She has a wide range of experience into IT training and consultation. She has around 17 plus years of experience into IT, process, training, and technology management. So in short, Mrs. Kritika Sankaranarayanan was a faculty, a trainer, and a CEO now. Happy to welcome you to our program. Welcome. Thank you for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Nice. It's a great initiative. I appreciate you and your team. Okay. I'm also happy to be a part of this show.
So before coming to your entrepreneurship or the business part, can you kindly share your life journey till now?
Right now, myself, Kritika Sankaranarayanan, I'm heading the organization Dreams Plus as the director, cum CEO of the organization. I'm also the co-founder of Dream Plus organization. Dream Plus is basically into grooming IT professionals. We proudly say we are building the career values of IT professionals. Here we coach people, train people on various latest IT technologies with a lot of short-term programs, global certifications, and also consult and motivate individuals and freshers to get employed in IT. Our focus is primarily concentrating on all the IT professionals exclusively for their career needs. For example, a person at an experience of 2 years joins us for a particular program. He would happily say that until he retires, he has to do something with us. So we have got series of programs which is really required as a career growth for IT professionals. So we start grooming them in IT service management, project management, information security, latest technologies like cloud, big data, data science, IoT, blockchain. So we do not leave any technology or process that is related to IT. So 360-degree view of IT, we are trying to groom them in all the subject areas. So talking about my entrepreneurship journey, initially first 10 years I worked as an IT professional. I have got a master's in power electronics and drives from College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University. So when I completed my engineering degree, I was passionate enough to join core companies. So that's the usual traditional words everybody would say. So whatever field of study, we think that we need to go and work either as an electrical engineer or drive a power electronics industry based stuffs. But later I explored, it is not that getting into that companies, I have got a lot of limitations. I found my own limitations of why I'm not able to get my dream job. The meaning is I'm not willing to move out of my city, the location, right? First thing is that. Then I thought whatever I want will come to the place where I am. So those restrictions, made me to think about what choices engineers have as their career. So that is where I started exploring, first of all, a job opportunity. So we have freedom to work anywhere. And one of the largest space for any graduate in this world is the IT space. Anybody can adopt themselves to IT space. It is easily available. Every company is nearby your space. So instead of saying I'm not able to do this, that, so that is where I found very much interesting into IT and got into a IT profile. So from there, I worked for a lot of companies in software testing. I worked with the application development team. And then I was proud enough to see any bank or any healthcare services they are running because of the secured application that we are developing and deploying. Today, in today's situation, anything available online, still people are able to connect, interact, and work. Means it's because of the technological innovations that IT has brought forward for all the segments in the industry. So I work for a variety of companies, including IBM. So when I especially talk about IBM, the largest space of IBM is it's globally connecting many clients. I got a greatest exposure to the technology in a big way, leading a lot of big assignments as well. So after working there for a few years, there was an aspiration for me to get into a kind of business model. And my co-directors, they actually started Dreams Plus. I had a passion to teach people like whatever I learned in the IT space. So that is where I also became one of the director of Dreams Plus, and I'm continuing my journey now in Dreams Plus. And handling the business activities are easy, but when you ask me as an entrepreneurship role, so I would say I'm also one of the investor of the company, and taking forward as a business was not that easy. Providing me IT solutions, connecting the customers is a different phase, but running a business, then growing that and transforming that is a difficulty that every individual would actually face. So it depends upon their own methodologies, techniques, risk appetite, and their commitment, involvement. All this matters a lot to travel. So far, with all these difficulties, even we have traveled 12 years in Dreams Plus, and almost it's now 12 years completed. It is because of the commitment that we had with every individual who joined with us. From day one in 2009, whoever joined Dreams Plus, they are continuing to be the learners of Dreams Plus. That is the asset of us. So entrepreneurship is an initiative that come with a lot of patience and dedication. Entrepreneurship is not that because somebody is doing, if I think I can also get into that space, you can get into it out of interest. But sustaining there is a totally different dimension. You need that patience and you need that commitment.
It was wonderful to hear about your journey of entrepreneurship right from your education till now. You have been into teaching as well, I guess. You have been a professor and head of a department also. And from there,
Yes.
you have shifted to entrepreneurship as a CEO. What are the
Yes.
challenges that you have faced actually? All of us might have faced a lot. And what particular personality trait of yours has helped you to overcome the challenges and win the situations?
Okay. Initially, after my college, I had an opportunity to work with SRM University. I was a faculty in Department of Electrical Engineering. And after some time, that motivated me to go to the corporate after I completed my PG as well. Why? Because I was thinking like learning is okay, teaching is okay, but I can still do more things to the society. So that is where I moved from my teaching profession to an industry, wide requirement. I was able to do wonderful things. Lot of things I was able to achieve as an IT professional for sure. I didn't have any stress. I had a lot of clarity, connectivity. I had a lot of good mentors. That is one thing we should have in the corporate. When I say a mentor, a person in the security domain in IT or an application development domain in IT, there are a lot of seniors for us to coach. So we stay connected with them, ask them our doubts, questions, clarify with them on the latest technologies. We speak with them. So like that, when I work for IBM, I got a lot of mentors, even outside the IBM organization. A lot of my peers and friends were working for IT companies. So that way, I had a very good network connectivity with a lot of organizations like ISACA Chennai chapter, PMI Chennai chapter. The big network gave me a lot of confidence and courage. That is one thing where people working in any industry should do. They should connect with subject matters experts and keep, what do you call, refining their skills and the knowledge. So that is how when I transitioned from a college to a corporate environment, it was initially tough, but when I was able to connect well, I got a lot of guidance and observations made by me, helped me to stay in that space. But business was not a choice for me. I was not dreaming to do business. It happened to me. The other co-directors pulled me inside saying, you have a technology know-how plus teaching skill. So a kind of industry where we teach technology to the IT professionals, right? So it is not that easy. People with 25 years of experience, 30 years of experience, the CTO and CEO of the companies are our candidates to pursue the course. So it is not that easy to connect with them. So that is where they found me as a right choice, a technological know-how, a technically sound person with also a teaching background will help to run this industry. So that is where I came in. But I was good in teaching, structuring the thing, that was good. That's what I say. But running the business was not that easy. That transformation automatically have to come from within you. So I even put myself on various aspects of other mentors, how challenging life is, how do you balance your time at home and for the office, and how do you structure the business in terms of critical situations where you are financially strapped. You have to learn everything. When you come to business, again, there is no limitation for you. You are the owner for HR, finance, marketing, sales, technology, customer relationship management, everything is you. So there is no force outside pushing you. Inside you, you have to create a kind of confidence and courage, and you have to move on. The best to connect is again people, leaders like you get connected now. The CEO of other companies, the top leaders. And I also got a good habit, even other training partners in this space. I always feel good to connect with them. I don't look at any training provider as my competitor. Instead, we like to work with them. So they will be good in certain aspects, we'll be good in certain aspects. So we share our capabilities, and I've established a shared model where Dream Plus is core, we perform our responsibilities. There are some technologies, even some companies are very superb than us. So we partner with them, and that partnership model helped us a lot. So across the globe,
Wonderful.
and yes, with the use of technology, now our capabilities are not limited in our Chennai campus. Across the world, we are connecting now. Anybody anywhere in this world as an IT professional, we can connect with them, coach them, mentor them, help them in their certification path.
Great to know that. So it's a wonderful takeaway from you, from your talk, like importance of being connected with others, not
Yes,
just with the public or the customers, even with your competitors. Instead of
yes,
considering them as a competitor, if you handhold with them, you can even run an extra mile. That was a
yes,
wonderful message from you. And I think you are using a win-win strategy so that
yes,
you could expand to a bigger geographical location also.
yes,
Nice to
yes.
hear that. Who is your role model as such?
At home, it started with my mother, and then my father, who was always demonstrating the value of life to me in a real way. When I go to the school, he used to take me in the cycle and show me a collector bungalow and tell me, right? So in case if you choose an IAS track, this is how your life will be in terms of social value, and they are like committed. We are talking about the social service today. Lot of people are helping us, right? He talks about how we are can be committed to the society in a professional way. You may have an interest to help others, but when you take positions and powers, it is more realistic. So we're asking, how do you serve and how do you really achieve something in your life? You need sometimes powers and positions. So that way, my father has motivated me, either demonstrating and how is a resident of an IAS officer. I remember once we traveled to Chennai from our native place, he showed me the IIT campus, Anna University campus. So those inspirations were built in by demonstration. So that actually happened. No, what my father was dreaming for me, I made a choice to study in the Anna University campus, and I'm alumni of Anna University as well. So my parents were the first role model, and all my teachers. There was a kind of acceptance from me totally. The way I accepted my teachers, they have given their 100% contribution to me. So when we choose somebody as a role model, it is not just choosing them, accepting them, right? We should trust and have such a kind of association in understanding and adhering to what they say. So my school teachers came in next. They gave me a wonderful knowledge, support, and discipline. Everything started there. And when come to the college, again the college professors and so on. And to my corporate world, definitely I would say I've learned from all my boss. I was structured enough to be blessed with a lot of managers who are very professional, committed. I'll be wondering the way they align their work, by making a list properly, And I have seen a sincerity in them for the client, requirements. Say they don't work just it is being paid by the company. No company can pay for your work really. So they actually worked for the commitment and the passion they had. So a lot of my mentors in Precision Checonet, where I started my career, my boss Matthew Checo, and then my managers in IBM, a lot of people are there. One of my mentor, Mr. Murugan, who worked for GE Money at that point of time, he was a subject matter expert, guiding me in variety of subjects on the security profile. So I had a lot of mentors throughout my life. And right now, I'm also helping others in the same way. So I don't say that I'm acting as a role model. I would like to mentor people when they really need. We don't need to force them to choose as our mentor. When they have a need, when they want some suggestions and opinions, I'm always there ready to guide. I learn from others. So it is not within the textbook and any campus. So you have more acceptance, the more you can grow. And by learning, by learning, reading, let it be the books of Dr. APJ, or let it be by this, what they call this guy leading beyond the title, Robin Singh, I think so. So there are a lot of things that I would try to see. The people they write, The Wings of Fire or Agni Siragugal. When you read that book, you really get that, courage. So directly, indirectly, I've chosen a lot of people for variety of activities. It's not like from one person, but it is from many that I've come across.
Wonderful. You have given a big list of people also. That shows your feel of gratitude that you have within, that is being expressed now. I could sense it. Wonderful. When it comes to learning, I have seen your profile, like you have a big list of certification or any course completions that you have done in a variety of area. Like I think you are topping 360 degrees of IT related things, correct?
Yes. Yes.
How did you get time for it, as well as interest towards learning?
Okay. So as we said, we are running a learning platform and a learning industry. By default, we have to be good learners. So we don't adopt learning by time. It is by default for us. So when any new technology comes in, being the partners with Exen, Microsoft, Pearson, they will handhold us for sure. That is the first thing that will happen. If you say you are a partner for Amazon, we get a lot of guided sessions, informations, and instructions from them. So we are in the first line for delivering the training, right? So we'll be getting the first opportunity to learn all of those things. So everything is well planned in our job responsibilities itself. We have time dedicated for learning itself. So 90% of the time we have to spend in learning. We have to acquire the necessary knowledge. Me and the other people at the strategic level, we do that for sure. We ourselves get certified continuously. And for me, doing 25 plus certifications was not difficult because we started with some version 1 and we moved on. So we're not actually doing something new. We started with supporting a server where that server was hosting one application on it at a given point of time. You can run one workload on one physical server if you buy. From there, now the technology moved to virtualization and cloud like a Ravana's head. You can even run 10 application workloads in one server. So when we have started from the scratch, moving on to the next version was not easy for us. And when we were able to connect the traditional and the modern technology, so we are positioned in the market as the best coach and best trainers in the world. So we are doing learning as a continuous thing because that is our day-to-day job. I don't think so. It is very difficult for us as doctors do their duty and the other people do their service. We are into a service industry of teaching when we keep a depth there. So we cannot groom other professionals. So it is our primary responsibility. Within the limited 10% of time only, I have to spend and stretch and do all the other business activities. But 90% of our time is dedicated for learning. We learn, we update so that we give the complete clarity to others. So their time can be shrink. What needs to learn in 40 days, other people can learn in 4 days from us. What time they have to individually to spend explore in 20 days, they can learn from us in 2 days. So we will explore, we will not downsize it and give it with ultimate clarity in a very simplified form.
So you have your family, you have a big business, and you also focus on learning continuously. How do you manage your time?
Yes. So in a day within given 24 hours, I should say almost 18 hours I have to work. So where I plan for a family time, maybe only 2 to 3 hours maximum. Sometimes it's only 1 hour or 1.5 hours. And rest of the time I'll be connected with the business activities only. So I've been blessed with family members who can adjust and cooperate with me. That's what I should say. Really being in business, I will not be able to tell you that I'm doing every household activity plus doing this. Those things I've actually delegated. So when a person is working in a company, the kind of personal responsibilities you can take and the official work you take is totally different. But when you're an entrepreneur, certain things has to be delegated. So you can't take everything in your hand. So my primary focus is for business, and I have a very limited personal time, very calculative personal time. Rest, that is how service minded people we have to be. We don't have any other choice. The rest of the things I'm being supported by delegation, talking with respect to including my drivers, the people who help me at home, my family members, my in-laws, all are very supportive enough to understand and help me out. Otherwise this is not at all possible.
Very true. And a nice idea of delegating your personal work also brings in better time for you. Maybe
Yes.
you're spending a quality time towards so that quantitatively, even though it is less, it gives
Yes.
value to people at home. And with their cooperation, you could
Yes.
do it. Fine.
Yes.
Thank you for it. And do you have any hobbies or how do you de-stress yourself? 18 hours of work.
Okay. So in this, even sometimes I spend half an hour, 1 hour, I do some physical exercise. This I started doing little bit intensively right now after my son went to a football coaching. So I found a lot of tips and techniques from him, from my own son, right? So his coach is very good and he's a national player as well at the, Tamil Nadu level under 14 age. So I learned from him. So that's what I said. I spent a very limited time with him, but I learned what he is doing. So I also do sometimes, not sometimes, it has to be regular because every leader should have a physical and a mental balance. Certain days I miss that, but that will again trigger me saying, I'm not going to do a stable work if I'm not taking care of my health. Every leader should have a physical strength plus a mental strength. So you are the, in the front end demonstrating to others that everything is possible. And when you are not able to manage yourself, then the entire thing will not be good. So I like to play with my son, even when I do not know how to play the games, but still I spend my time playing with him and I follow some instructions given by the coach to do some exercises. And of course, people talk about yoga, meditation. Those things also I have been trained and learned whenever time permits. I do something. So I'm a person who wake up early in the morning, at least 30 minutes I spend for some meditation and I allocate some 30 to 45 minutes in the evening to do my exercises. There are times where do I skip, but still I have a confidence when I do that only I can regain. Yes, we have to do that. So no one can in the world survive without taking care of your physical fitness for sure. And especially workers of different type. We are not physical workers today as our parents were going to the field and working, in an agriculture land. We are not that kind of workers. So we use our muscle power very, very less. So you're only physically not connecting with many things. So that will create a lot of stress and problems as well. So we have to find ways to create your own energy every day by doing appropriate exercises, whichever we like. So I like to go to the gym and do some basic exercises, walking, and then meditation. A combination of these things I try to balance as the given time per day.
Energy level maintenance is a must for leaders. So as a
Yes,
leader, you wonderfully manage it also. Nice to hear that.
yes.
Coming back to business, like what is your future plan?
When I say future plan, I'm already on a learning platform connecting. So I always have a dream that we are able to touch many people. That should be our reach. So we are reaching at the moment. I wish to say that with the energy and amount of effort we have put in for the last 12 years, we should have grown still bigger. So I have a hope right now. So again, now learning online has become a mandate. And earlier we were going to the corporates and teaching them or to some classroom trainings was 80% of our time. And getting onto the online platform, I'm confident we will be able to make an extra mile at this moment. So in learning space, whatever comes in, we'll make an adaptability and we'll try to continue. So we are structured on the learning space. I would like to continue in this space. Apart from that, I do not know. Whatever comes in the way and in our life, if something else is there, I'm not sure at the moment we can capture. So I would like to structure myself in the learning space and contribute to any sector, school, colleges, corporates. That's my intention now. Learning as a platform, I would like to add more to our portfolio.
For the future entrepreneurs or the women entrepreneurs out there, what would be your message to them?
Okay. Especially that's still a special class called women entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship itself is tough. Let it be men or women, it is very tough. And being a woman entrepreneurship, you need a kind of alignment because you are the person who's needed by everybody. So that is how we are being structured as a woman, right? Your family, your children, and the place where you work, everybody needs your attention.
Okay. It is wonderful to note that entrepreneurship is equally important for both men and women, but for women, it is even more difficult journey. Nice to hear that. Last one request from our end, like you are offering several courses to people from aging from the youngster right from age old ones also. That's what you have told us. Can you give us some offer for the subscribers of this channel?
Yes, for sure. Whoever is subscribing your channel and getting the right message from us, we are ready to give them 75% offers. Whatever requirement they have, we can come forward and do that for their learning needs. We can do that. Even we have made an initiative which I would like to share with you in terms of offer. So offer doesn't mean that we are going to waiver something and give at no cost, but an offer should come with a discipline, right? What kind of offer we made at the moment is there were a lot of corporates for whom we were supporting training services in the last few years, right? So we got a good payment from them. They were our clients and they were supporting us. I found in the situation corporates had no budgets and they limitedly gave training or stopped the training for the last 3 to 6 months. So those corporates, we called them and told them to approach us to get complete absolutely any number of their employers freely trained by us. The only condition we placed them is just go ahead and see really if your project deserves IT service management, ITAL, project management, agile, scaled agile, security. Almost 5 top courses we recommended for all the IT companies, HRs. Really, if there is a project need, if they're not able to allocate budget, we ask them to communicate to us and we are giving them completely free training sessions where they are paying at least say 15,000 rupees per individual. We completely made it free. This we did out of patience because the situations would change. Because a person needs a training and if they're not able to do that well in their project, it is going to affect the futuristic work of the business only. So we think that our clients' growth is our growth. So we wanted to take a choice and give them a choice to proceed without being stuck in the limited training opportunities. So this message can be carried forward in your channel as well. Any corporate HR, if they formally write to us for their training needs for corporates, where people can connect to us in bulk numbers, even 100 people, 200 people at a time can connect online and take the courses from us. So we are all extending this option for all the corporates in the IT space and especially other people who have a request through our channel. So we are ready to give them 75% of offer on the courses that they choose.
That's a wonderful offer. You are really serving many human beings here at the crisis time also. That's great to know.
But knowledge sharing is always possible from our end. So we're ready to groom and share our knowledge to help each other to build their own career values. Dream Plus is meant for building career values.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot for coming to our channel and thanks for your time that you have given here in spite of your busy schedule. And I wish that all your future plans are completed successfully and you take out and reach the next level sooner. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Every opportunity makes you and me powerful. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. It was wonderful to hear your life journey, experience as women entrepreneur. There are a lot of takeaways for the viewers. Wish you all success. I wish that you complete all your future plans successfully. Mrs. Kritika Shankaranarayanan has given our subscribers a wonderful offer. She is ready to give the subscribers of this channel 75% off on any of the services provided by Dreams Plus Consultancy Private Limited. So all you have to do is subscribe the channel, give your interest in the comment box. It will help you to reach out to Dreams Plus, Mrs. Kritika Shankaranarayanan, and avail 75% off on the required services. Do subscribe and avail the offer. We'll meet you all with another wonderful women entrepreneur. Thank you.